Hey, Russell Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it. Hey, you know what? I had to come on and do this live. I have not been on live yet. I didn't do one yesterday. I was traveling yesterday. And today, I mean, normally I do the day, or excuse me, the on air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show everyone's talking about. Well, today I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay. So I have to make sure I come on and do a quick little daily check in just to like let you know that I'm traveling. I'm actually not in town. I'll let you know where I am, right? But so I won't be doing the on air with Russell of Hotels today. I know everybody's kind of sad and they're like, "Oh my God, are you kidding me? I look forward to that. Oh my God, you kidding me right now?" But yeah, so no, I just want to come on and do a quick little daily check-in. No agenda today, just letting people know what's going on. Like I said, traveling a little bit, and so that's it. So I got like two trips in, well, one trip, but two destinations. But I'll tell you about that one destination in a couple of minutes. So, but anyway, the chat is open, so feel free to make your comments or whatever. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on YouTube. So there you go. So whatever you want to do, you do it. But this will not take that long because, like I said, I am right in the middle of doing something. I'm trying to go get something. Um, I'm trying to get, and this will probably tell you what city I'm in, right? In fact, you can see the backdrop here, right? It's famous for big, tall buildings, different types of architecture. It's famous for that, so maybe you kind of know, but you may know by this too. They do deep dish pizza, but there's a place that does vegan. They have vegan cheese, vegan deep dish pizza. So that's what I'm trying to get today. In fact, it just went through a tornado warning. I don't think I've ever been to a place that had a tornado warning. I don't know, but yeah. So I was just at. We were just in the lobby, got the alert, tornado warning, all this kind of stuff. It's imminent. It's like down the street, around the corner. But yeah, so went through that. That was kind of interesting, but I mean, it was nothing big. It was, I don't even know if it was a tornado, but it definitely, the wind did kick up and it did rain and all that stuff. So yeah, so this is where I'm staying. So this to kind of tell you a little bit about. Okay, every time I do one of these shows, I'm always going to showcase a hotel. And why not showcase the hotel that you're staying in right now, right? So the Omni Chicago All Suites property is in the Magnificent Mile. So, that's a great destination, great location for your, hotel. 345 guest rooms, 8,000 square feet of meeting space. So not big as far as meeting space is concerned, but definitely a high-rise building, nice all suite property. It's okay. I mean, it's okay, and but the location takes place at any maybe deficiencies that the hotel has because it's right around the corner, down the street from a lot of different. Of course, you got tons of restaurants, everything within walking distance. I've never seen like a three-story Starbucks, right? Well, they have one here on in the Magnificent Mile area on Michigan Boulevard. I thought that was kind of crazy, but hey, what it is, what it is, and the Starbucks stay open late. Normally Starbucks be closed. It'd be like a ghost town at like say 8 o'clock at night. Well, these Starbucks like stay open all night. It seems like. Oh, I heard something going on. Was that an explosion? I don't know what that was, but something that got my attention. So that's why I had to turn around and look like, what is that behind me? So, but anyway, so the Omni Chicago All Suites in the Magnificent Mile area. Um, so so stay for the location, not necessarily for the hotel, but stay for the location. I mean, the hotel is nice. It's gonna do what it needs to do. Um, but I think I only have one room, one photo that I'm gonna show you of my guest room. But all the other ones are the public spaces, the restaurant, the bar. As you can see right here, this is the bar area. Once again, all suites property. Get your drink on. I already got my drink on. It's already, was it 12 o'clock? I'm waiting to go to this pizza place so I can get this Geno's East. And they have I don't know how many restaurants here have vegan cheese, but I did find one, and I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there in the next probably 20 minutes. So when I finish this live, I'm going there. All right. So let's see what's going on Instagram. Anyone on Instagram? No, no, no. So once again, I just want to come on real quick and do this daily check-in with Russell of Hotels, because I'm not going to be able to do the on air with Russell of Hotels, which normally comes on every Tuesday at 1 o'clock PST. But because I'm traveling, I won't be able to do it. And I just have just got a lot going on, right? So, and want to make sure I give time to where I need to give time to. So this is actually the restaurant area, and this is the cooks. These are the cooks right here. So they're doing made to order breakfast and stuff like that. So it's really nice, and like you kind of get involved, like what's going on. It's kind of like a show, right? People cooking behind the line right there, and it's an open air kitchen. So I mean, you don't see many hotel restaurants that are like this. Definitely not. This is a view from the restaurant as well. That looks on Michigan, and I'm not sure what the street is that's straight in front of you, but Michigan is the one that kind of goes across that. But just wonderful views from the hotel. So, like I said, it's the location, it's the views you get. Those are the things that are priceless. Those are things that you stay at certain hotels because of that, the location, right? That destination, right? That's You're here for the destination, not necessarily the hotel, right? Remember, the hotels are the byproducts of the destination. Okay, so I don't know why I said that, but I thought I'd throw it in there. Front desk area, of course. Lobby. I was just hanging out there for a little while, and this is only it. How can I say this? The room didn't show well, meaning it was kind of dark, and I don't have a lot of light, right? So that's one thing about get hotel guest rooms. So they not all of them, but some of them, the lighting is not good, right? So I think this was the best I could do. So I mean, I took photos of the other parts of the room, but because of the lack of light, I didn't take it. I did not get good photos, so that's why I'm not showing. This is the only one that I'm showing of the guest room because the light was okay. It wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it was enough to get that picture. It was adequate enough to get that photo right there. And this is once again the restaurant. I mean, you can just see all the windows and the views and things like that. Like I said, it's about the location. It's always about the location. And this is right around the corner, right? So you get a chance to see, you pass the Chicago River, you see some of the buildings, just the architecture of Chicago is just phenomenal. And that's one of those things I love about the city, especially you do like one of those boat tours where you get to see the buildings and they, narrate the tour. They're talking about the, different buildings and different designers or whatever. That's one thing I love about Chicago. So it's the buildings for me, right? So, and there's people from everywhere, right? It's just a melting pot. People from everywhere coming here, and I understand it's big. I mean, this is Chicago's in the Midwest, right? So a lot of people in the Midwest, this is their big city, right? Like so on the East Coast, I mean, the East Coast would be New York, or DC, and then on the West Coast, of course, Los Angeles, San Francisco. So yeah, so Midwest is their hub, this is their thing, right? And I'm a big fan of Chicago, at least to visit, right? To visit, hang out, check it out, get in, get out, that kind of thing, right? So, but let's see, anything else? But yeah, like I said, I did not have a topic today. I just want to come on and let people know that I am not doing the on air with Russell of Hotels. I want to say that was going to be show 356, but that's okay. We'll table it for next week. Starting to get more guests come on, people that are interested in coming. I just got an email today from Miss Michelle Flippo. She gave me a series of dates to choose from, so I did. So we're going to get her coming on, and that she's with uh, visit Oxnard CVB, which is in California, Southern California. Miss Debbie Vale's gonna come on. She's with Pasadena CVB. So yeah, so I got like two destination people that are going to be coming on. It's going to be good. It's going to be fire. It's going to be educational because I don't have a lot of, a lot of people that have come on, they're hotel people, or they do other things, or they support hotels. Like I had Rick, the water guy, on last week, and we talked about water pressure. And now that Rick mentioned that, I can't go to a hotel. I cannot stay in a hotel and not think about the water pressure. In fact, I took a shower. Well, of course, you go to a hotel, you take a shower, right? I took a shower today, and guess what? The water pressure was not where I thought it should be. And I'm like, was I conscious of this before? Or is it because Rick kind of opened my eyes to some things? I think it's Rick. Okay. I think it's Rick. And now every hotel that I go to from now on, I'm going to be looking at the water pressure. And definitely, I would say it was more than a trickle, but it was not as strong as some of the other hotels I've stayed in before. I can definitely say that. So yeah, so Rick, if you're watching, you're listening, shame on you for opening my eyes to that. No, thank you so much because yeah, now I'm conscious of it, right? So before I wasn't. In fact, if you haven't checked out that show, it was last week's On Air with Russell of Hotels. Go back and check it out. It had to do with someone who supports the hotel, not a hotel, but someone who supports it. Um, and guest satisfaction deal. I mean, it could start with a shower. I mean, how was your shower in your room? I mean, just like how was the decor? How it was it comfortable? Was it bright? Was it enough lighting? All that stuff goes into you know the guest experience, right? And water in your shower, water pressure, and how the shower is and all that. That's all about the guest experience, right? So Rick did open my eyes to that. So go back and check that out. Once again, it is on LinkedIn, it's on YouTube. So just go click on it and check it out. And you'll know what I'm talking about. Because some people are out there like, what is he talking about? What are they talking about? Oh my God, what do you mean water pressure? But yeah, so check it out and let me know what you think. So let's see. I see Miss Janie. Morning, cousin. Have a great day. You have a great day as well. Thank you so much, Miss Cousin Janie, for coming on. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sharing is caring. Yeah, so this is what happens. So when you make comments, you get comments in real time well, I'll put your comments in real time, so the whole world can see, right? And when I mean the whole world, I mean the whole world, right? So, but no, thank you so much, Janie. I appreciate you coming on. As always, one of my biggest supporters, and I appreciate that, cousin. So thank you so much for doing that. Hope all is well. Let's see what else. What else? But yeah, so I just wanted to come on, like I said, and share a couple things with the people, and just let you know that once again, I'm not doing On Air with Russell of Hotels today because I am traveling. I'm getting my travel on, and it's all about the experience, right? I got to go out and experience things too, right? So I'm trying to right now. Focusing on getting this vegan deep dish pizza. That's what I'm focusing on right now. 100% of it. So if I have to, cancel or postpone a On Air with Russell of Hotels because of the food, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So that's what's going on here. Appreciate it. Let me just back up one more, just so you guys can see that one. I think that's about it. That's about 15 minutes. So yeah, so no, I don't have to keep it going. So yeah, so I just wanted to come on once again and share that with everyone. Let's see. Let me get my name back up here so you can see who I am. Who I am. Excuse me. So once again, this is a daily check-in. I do the daily check-in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I know today's Tuesday. Normally on Tuesday, On Air with Russell of Hotels, but that has been canceled for today. Okay, so you don't have to worry about waiting till 1 o'clock PST for that to happen, because guess what? It ain't gonna happen today. But I wanted to do the daily check-in, and I'll probably do another daily check-in tomorrow and the rest of the week, right? Just to keep you guys posted on what's going on, because this week is all about destinations, right? So going to another destination as well. But we'll talk about that later, right? But I just wanted to share some of the things that I'm doing this week or today at least with you, and just let you know about On Air with Russell Hotels. Won't be on today, so that is it. Unless there's any other comments, which I don't see. Do I have anything else I need to talk about? Let's see. I talked about who's coming on the show. Appreciate those ladies for saying, I've been on them for a minute, right? I've been like, you always say you're gonna come on, you haven't come on yet. But it's all about this is the thing. It's all about your brand, right? Not necessarily the brand that you represent. It starts with you. And I say this a lot. And I know people like, oh, he says this all the time, but it's so true. And a lot of times we forget this stuff, right? We don't even think about we are the brand, right? People buy from you. So the more they see you, the more they know about you, the more they resonate and get comfortable with you, the more they're going to start listening to, oh, he or she represents this organization or that destination or that hotel or whatever. So it's all about repetition. It's all about consistency, right? So you just can't post one thing one time and think that everyone's going to know who the heck you are or everyone's going to know the destination you represent. Because I guarantee you, most people, if you ask 10 people, do you know what I do? And I guess I would probably say two of them would say, "Yeah, I do know what you do. You're that guy that you do. You're a hotel consultant or whatever, right?" And these can be 10 people that you know, right? I mean, these are not just 10 random people on the street. No, 10 people that you know. Ask 10 people that you know. Do you know what I do? Do you know what I do for a living? And a lot of them will not know. They're like, well, I think. They won't say, oh no, he definitely does this. He definitely does that. So no. So the more you get out there, the more you let people know, the more you elevate your brand, the more consistent you are with being a brand show off. I always say that, be a brand show off. What does that mean? It means it's talking about you. It's talking about yourself. What do you do? How you do it? Who do you work for? Or what brand do you represent? But it all starts with you because people don't buy hotels, people don't buy destinations. Okay, they buy the person who is representing those. So the more we understand about that, the more we're willing to get out and be in front of people. I mean, we're salespeople, right? So a lot of us are salespeople, and we go to a lot of these shows. We go to this conference, this trade show, that trade show, and we're always in front of people, right? Well, how do you be in? You can't be in front of people all the time, right? Well, physically. Well, how can you still have a presence without being present? I say this all the time. You got to utilize social media and you just can't utilize it one time. You have to be consistent. It's an ongoing thing. I tell people, doing what I do is a full-time job, right? But it is what it is. You have to do it right. In order for people to know who you are, you have to be in front of them. And if that's virtual, if that's physically, it doesn't matter, right? You just have to do it. It's all about repetition. It's all about consistency. So let's just remember that when we're like at the table, like, hey, what are we going to do to get more business? Or what's going on? Or they start looking at your numbers and your numbers aren't where they should be. Because believe me, that happens and it's about to happen again, okay? Because we're doing budgets now. Budget season is there. And budget season is getting a lot earlier than it used to be. Probably starts in June now. Okay, budget doesn't get approved till December. Well, hopefully December, but now starting in June, and they're going to ask, what did you do last year? Okay, we had a shortfall or we made our budget, right? A lot of people are going to have shortfalls. Well, can you do differently? What can you do um, going into the next year that's going to be different than what you did before, right? You got to be consistent with something. And sometimes people don't even think about, oh, I need to be more visible. I need to be more out there. I need to be more in front of people. People will equate that as, oh, I need to spend more money on travel. Okay. They don't think about the marketing part of it. Okay. That is marketing, right? But we get there and we start selling. Okay. It's about the marketability of yourself or the property or the destination, right? So let's think about more marketing, less selling. Okay. This is marketing. I'm not selling anything. Okay. Russell Hotel is not selling anything. I'm marketing myself, right? I'm in front of you because I want people to know who I am, what I do, and how I can help, right? So, I mean, it's a couple things that I do, but the media part of me is about getting people on, talking about their brand, exposing their brand to people that people may not have known about it. So, this is an avenue, or yeah, this is an avenue to get that message out to people, right? And then, of course, I'm going to talk about myself as well, right? The experience that I have with it within the hotel space now that I do hotel site selection. Now I travel to different destinations, checking out hotels and checking out destinations, just so I can, you know, expose myself and expose those brands to people, right? And then I get referrals, or I get people, I get business, or at least inquiries from the things that I do online, right? So if I didn't do those, I wouldn't get any clients. People would not know him. Not everyone knows me, but this is the thing. This is the thing. Check this out. Hold on to your seat. Social media is not for the people that know who you are or what you do. Social media is for the people that don't know who you are, what you do, or how you can help them. Okay, so let's think about it like that. Okay, so the more visible you are, the more likely are people going to be, they're going to know who you are. They're going to be a little bit more comfortable with you, and they're going to reach out like, oh my God, I have something for that particular destination. Oh my God, I don't know anything about that hotel. Maybe I can call and inquire now because I heard Russell Hotels talk about it, right? So it's all about consistency. It's not one and done. Okay. Consistency over time, continue to do it, right? So for someone that's, I remember back in the day, like 5 to 7 years ago, right? I had a boss, my last one. I was, trying to position the hotel, with social media, trying to get them, on different platforms or whatever. He's like, hey, you spend a lot of time on this social media thing. This social media thing. When people say that, that means they don't know anything about anything, right? This social media thing. I said, well, and I'm trying to explain to him why I'm spending time on it. I said, it's not about today, it's about tomorrow, right? Well, we need to do this. No, it's about tomorrow. So the things that you put into place today, they're not going to happen today. They're going to happen sometime in the future, right? But you have to continuously do it. It's called marketing, right? You have to sell what's going on. You have, not sell, but you have to present what you are, who you are, what you do, and how you can help people. If that's a hotel, where you're located, all the thing bells and whistles that you have going on with that hotel, how you can help, particular clients, what your need, all those kind of things matter, right? Know that they don't know that, okay, that's a viable option for this next meeting, or that's a viable option for the stay back, unless you put it out there first. You don't go in with, well, we can offer this and we can offer that. No, we're just talking about where you're located, and the different things about your hotel. Maybe some of the things about the people that work there. Oh, we have people that have worked here for 50 years. I'm just throwing that out as an example. Or we just hired this new vegan chef, or we did this and we did that. Or did you know we're located next to this particular park or this whatever? What those are things that you need to do to market your business. It's not about selling, it's about marketing. We need to spend more time marketing your brand. Brand starts with you, but of course you're going to market, the brand that you work for as well. So anyway, that is it. And I know I was a little wordy on that, boy, but that's okay, because sometimes people needed to hear that. So anyway, that is it. You guys have a great day. Thank you again for this. And remember, once again, no on air with Russell of Hotels Today. That live hospitality talk show everyone's talking about. We'll resume that next Tuesday, but I will be doing the daily check-ins throughout the week. So anyway, that is it. Have a great day. Thank you again, Miss Janie, for coming on. Appreciate your comments and your support. So anyway, until next time,